guys, Sam here, and welcome to the first episode of our brand new Napoli Career Mode series. You guys voted on Twitter and you voted for Napoli. I think they got 48 or 49% of the votes, and that is who we're going to roll with in this Serie A Career Mode. The other two options were Fiorentina and Torino, two teams that I would love to do maybe in the next FIFA. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not confirming anything, but I would like to try both those teams in the future. But right now we're thinking about Napoli, and we're going to be trying to make Napoli title contenders. They've been close a few seasons now. They've been really battling for that title, really. They've been getting the Champions League spots, and they probably will do that this season as well. But we want to make them into title contenders. We want to give Juve the longest run for their money, because Juventus haven't really battled all the way to the end of the season. You know, usually they win it with games to spare, and we don't want that to happen. We don't want Juve dominating, so hopefully we could put up a big push for the title. Another thing about Serie A in FIFA is it's an extremely competitive league. Taking a look at the table, I can already probably point out 7 teams that'll be fighting for those top 3 spots. Juventus, Inter Milan, Lazio, AC Milan, Napoli, Roma, and Fiorentina are 7 teams that will be fighting for those top 3 positions. You could even argue maybe a Torino would be in there. Atalanta has a pretty decent team, so it's not going to be easy, guys. There's a lot of teams fighting for these spots. And I would argue it's actually the most competitive league in FIFA. Just in FIFA, not in real life. In FIFA, it's probably the most competitive league to try and go ahead and win. So I will put that out there. Now today we won't be actually doing anything. Today I'm just going to get your guys' ideas and opinions on the team and who exactly you guys think I should sign. So without further ado, let's take a look at the team. Right, if I had to put out our best 11 right now, this is sort of the team that I would go for. We have Higuain up top, of course. Mertens on the left and Insigne on the right. Callejon dropping down to a more central midfield role. Probably could switch in for Mertens. I see Mertens also playing a midfield role. Those 3 will be rotating a lot as far as who gets the winger position. The way I determined who gets the winger position is just by pace, because Callejon has slightly less pace than Insigne and Mertens. Very slightly less pace. And then Allen as a defensive midfielder, with Hamšík playing the other central midfield role. He's the captain, of course. Gulam on the left, and Haisai? Maybe you guys can let me know how to do that. I know the J is probably not pronounced, so Haisa, it could even be. I don't know. You guys let me know how to pronounce his name. He's from Albania, so it's probably a silent J. And then Albiol and Koulibaly in centre backs, with Reina in between the sticks. Now, talking about signings, I really don't know who to bring in for this team. It's a pretty well-oiled team. It's a very solid team. The bench is very strong. You have Jorginho, who's a very good central midfielder, in my opinion. 23 years of age, 79 rated. Very well-rounded stats. Really good. Gabbiadini, going to be getting a lot of game time. So is El Kaduri and Valdifiori. All going to be getting a lot of game time. You got Vlad Juricic on the bench, and Strinic as well, who I really like. I think he's got really good stats for a left back. And you even got a lot of decent players here. Look at their keepers, man. They have a lot of keepers. I have a feeling maybe one of them is loaned out. On loan, sorry. But yeah, it's a really stacked team. Now, the only thing that I can see, the first thing I see, is we need a backup striker. Because Higuain is literally our only striker on the entire everything. Subs, reserves, everything. He's our only striker, so we need a backup striker. That's 100%. Let me know who you guys would like to see. Maybe someone just under 80 rated, someone who isn't starting for their team, someone who would move to Napoli. Let me know who you think it should be in the comment section below. And the other thing that sticks out to me, you might be thinking fullbacks, but no, centre backs. Raul Albiol, look, he's a really good centre back. His pace isn't too bad for his age, and his defensive stats are very good. It also helps that he's 6'3", and he's technically not 30 yet, so he's not old per se. But I would like to bring in a different centre back. I would like to bring in someone else a bit more dynamic, because Koulibaly's got a lot of pace, so they can work together, these two, Albiol and Koulibaly. Koulibaly more of the attacking one, but I don't know, man. I prefer having Albiol as a backup. I prefer having him as a just in case. And I want to bring in a top quality centre back. There are a lot of centre backs that don't get game time. So you guys let me know who you'd like to see. Of course, we do have Chiriches on the bench, but he's really not. I'm really not a fan of Vlad Chiriches, if I'm being honest. He's a bit pacey, but he's not really. He doesn't have much. He doesn't offer much. And I'd like to bring in a good centre back because I feel like defense in this team is going to be very, very important. If you want to make a good title run, you got to have a good defense. And I just feel like Koulibaly and Albiol aren't good enough. Koulibaly I would keep just because he's pacey, he's big, you know, he's a pretty decent centre back, 6'5", has good pace and decent defending stats as well. His only problem really is his high attacking work rate. But Albiol, I don't know, it'll be one or the other who'll be dropped. I don't know who it is yet. I probably like them evenly because I like Albiol as a defender, but I like Koulibaly as the dynamic player he is. So you guys let me know who you'd like to see as a centre back coming in. Again, try and keep it somewhat realistic. Someone who isn't starting for their club. Don't tell me to go sign Varane, honestly. I'm not going to do that. But try and think of players that would move to Napoli. Maybe someone in the Serie A that's playing for a smaller club that would like to move up to Napoli and title contending status. So who do you think it could be? Fullbacks, you might be looking at ratings, but fullbacks, they're actually very good. I really like the stats on Gulam. Look at his stamina, look at his pace. Very, very good physical stats. He's got good skill attributes, good tackling, good crossing, really solid player. His only orange stats are vision and finishing. That's pretty freaking good for a left back. Now, let's be honest. And you're taking a look at Haisai. He's only 21 years of age, can play both positions, right back, left back. I love that. He's got 79 acceleration, 84 sprint. Again, pace, stamina, everything you want. His skill attributes a bit less than Gulam, but he's got very good defending stats, 80 slide and stand tackling. So I like the fullbacks. We're going to keep the fullbacks. Don't tell me who to sign for fullbacks. Pepe Reina, bit old, but I like him as a keeper. Probably one of my favorite keepers in FIFA, if I'm being completely honest. Last season, he was a beast for me as well, like when I played Ultimate Team or if I played on a career mode with Reina. He was an absolute machine, so that's the starting 11. You guys let me know who should be playing this central midfield role, because Callejon is more of a winger, but they can all play cam. All three of these people can play cam, and I see this position here as more of an advanced central midfield role. Like, that's where they're going to start, but mainly they'll be pushing up. So I feel like you can play cams in this position here in the holding 4-3-3. Allen as a defensive midfielder, this dude's stats is he's crazy. I love Allen. He's an absolute beast. Pretty simple name for a Brazilian, but you know what? He's only 24 years of age, which helps. And we have so many midfielders that can slot in. The rotation in this team, boys, is going to be freaking fantastic. I can't wait to just play. Like, imagine Gabbiadini coming off the bench. Oh, it's going to be so good. So that's pretty much it. I've rambled on for long enough, I think. You guys let me know. The two main positions is a backup striker and another center back. But you guys let me know if we need anything else. Probably not fullbacks, I'll be honest with you guys. You guys probably don't like the ratings, but trust me, those two are beasts. Like, I've played with them before, and they're very, very good. So, just trust me on that one. Going forward, I don't think we need wingers, because Insigne, Mertens, and Callejon as three wingers right there, just straight off the bat, is insane. Higuain, he would be our main striker. We're not going to change that, but a backup striker would be very, very nice. As I said, someone near the 80 rating, not at the 80 rating, and someone that doesn't play regularly for their club, someone that would move to Napoli. Same with the centre-backs. Don't tell me to sign Varane. That's probably the main one. I'm just expecting people to be like, sign Varane. I'm not going to sign Varane. Someone maybe in the Serie A. I'd like to bring in someone in the Serie A with Serie A experience, but that isn't at a top club, that isn't in those 7 clubs that I named. I'd like to get one of them in. You know, there's a few decent centre-backs, but I'm going to stop rambling here. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Take to the comment section below and let me know who you'd like to see and why. Give me your suggestions, and I'll be reading through all of them. I'll probably reply to most of them, and you could be the one that decides what this team looks like going forward. Really, 2 players is probably going to be enough. I don't know how it's going to be, though, because it's going to be tough. But I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I'm going to leave the weekend up to you. This is probably going out on Friday or Saturday. So the next episode will be at the start of next week. That gives you guys a lot of time to decide who to sign. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed today's video, even though it was just me talking and taking a look at the team. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.